We are back. Whew. Put in the cut. Now, let's continue to switch the power. The power to Edgewater community.
There's two more.
Welcome. My name is
What
Findog.
happened to Miss McDevitt's folk?
Skip
if
the
we
intro.
Send power to the Vale?
It's a good question.
Yeah. Huh?
I want to send the power to the Vale. I don't want to send it to the community. Hey, it's Jeremy. Hi, Jeremy.
Self-diagnostics complete. Navigation systems operational.
Combat systems.
Operational. It's not the best choice. It's the spacer's choice.
Why aren't you attacking me?
Hostile actions towards spacer's choice mechanics are contrary to logical directive. Conclusion.
All hostile
mechanicals
automechanicals
must be defective in compliance with spacer's choice policy. All defective automechanicals must be permanently dismantled.
Haha.
Please allow me to assist.
You want me to help me destroy the other
Affirmative.
robots?
Mechanicide protocols loaded. Awaiting confirmation.
Confirmation granted. I like the sound of that. Have fun. Thank you for more heavy ammo. Ooh. Alright, a copy of your mechanical block 3. Okay. Let's see. It's like, there's some crazy stuff going on in this world. I love it. Repair bay, mechanics log. Corporate just sent a team of technicians to conduct a complete refit of all of our mechanicals. Every century and drone. It's not my place to say so, but doesn't this run contrary to Spacer's Choice mission of being as cheap as possible? Just in case I'm audited, I would like to formally express how grateful I am to be a part of Spacer's Choice family. Spacer's Choice is a leading brand in affordable sundry across Halcyon. It is not the best choice, it's the Spacer's Choice. I just finished a routine maintenance on our mechanical sentries. I found some strange modifications to their logic modules. Haven't had time to run a diagnosis, so I won't know what's been modified. All I know is that these modifications were introduced in our recent refit. The company went through the trouble of refitting every single mechanical in the plant not long ago. Guessing this is the work of those visiting technicians. Filed a report, but my supervisor told me not to worry about it. Said the company knew what it was doing, ordered me to forget about any alleged modifications to the logic modules. Decided to do a bit of sleuthing on my own. Got to get my hand on a logic module. So that's the module. We're getting his module. That's what we're aiming for. What's up here? A high hacking skill. Chester's passcode. Okay. This is where we just were.
No, just leave me alone.
Who's that? Jeremy, are you harassing somebody?
You're not real. Go away, Phantom.
Who is this? Hello? Down there?
Get away!
I don't see anybody.
You're not real. You're not real.
My dude.
No, just leave me alone.
I'll come talk to you. Where are you? Hello?
You're not real. You're not real. Get away from me, Phantom. Shoot, scram.
Calm down. I'm not trying to hurt you.
You can talk? The Phantom's never talked before. I knew I shouldn't have eaten that sprat raw.
Oof.
See, Higgins? This is why you must always boil your sprats before ingesting.
Hey, Higgins, snap out of it.
Of course. Do excuse me. I experience brief flashes of mania during which I am visited by the phantoms of my imagination. Chester D. Higgins. The D stands for definitely not insane. I use it as a reminder.
How long have you been down here?
Hard to say. By
2
my
weeks,
reckoning,
forever?
Higgins has been here somewhere between 2 weeks and forever.
Third
My
person.
recollection's a touch fuzzy these days.
Higgins does this. What do you do?
Oh, Higgins has been many things over the years. Sprat Wrangler, Saltuna Critic, Aetherwave Personality, Chairman of the Board, Galactic Defender, Sisty Pig Tycoon.
Okay.
I've come a long way for someone who started off as a simple engineer right here in this plant.
Hey, you're an engineer. Okay.
I specialized in automechanicals, drones, sentries,
Is he who wrote those
repaired them,
notes?
maintained, upgraded.
Yeah,
did
he
it all
must
from my
have.
old workroom just over in the next section.
You must know where to stop
Look,
them.
I don't want to fall into any trouble with the mechanicals. If they wise up to our plans, they will come for us. With prodding irons.
Ooh. Okay.
You know, you remind me of myself back when I was an intergalactic adventurer.
Yes, you were.
I discovered a flaw. Their hostility levels were hardwired to maximum. There's no changing that, but you could
Rewrite
rewrite their targeting
targeting
protocol so they attack each other instead.
Okay. So untampered with them.
Yes, that's exactly it. I see you're also versed in the noble art of mechanical engineering.
Yeah, sure.
There's a behavior control terminal in the other room. It should have options to change how the mechanicals act, including whom they shoot at.
Okay.
Oh, that reminds me. You'll need my
Chester's
passcode to access the behavior control terminal. Here, let me just write it down for you.
A logic module.
Funny thing, I was working on a logic module just before the mayhem started. Security chief found me and confiscated the logic module.
Yes.
The tail. Definitely start with
I don't
the tail.
want to eat the
If you're feeling
sprat,
adventurous,
please.
the ears are a particular delicacy.
Oof. The ears. Okay. Goodbye.
Forgot what you were gonna say? Me too.
No, I just want to leave. I'm tired of you rambling. Okay. So let's finish swapping the power. Now I have his passcode so that I can make the robots attack each other, which I'm sure is what my crazy robot friend can do. Well, at least he wasn't too crazy. The robots did go mad on each other.
Mind the steam. You're liable to get scalded.
Okay.
Processing system.
Incoming! Got 'em all!
The Marauders were harder. What's this? Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy died. Aw. Shut off steam valves. There. I don't know what's this way. Scientist. A workbench. Oh, I could have hacked that door if I had the skills and gotten through that way. Okay. It's just where I was. What's the point of that?
What's it go? If we send the power to Miss McDevitt, what happens to the veil?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. There's a combat drone.
Fatalities now reduced.
Okay. Oh, I guess I don't need to reprogram them anymore because I killed them all. Where's the guy's body? I haven't seen it. You alright? Did you jump? Let's do that. Ah, here's the last switch.
It's the last. I'm not sure what the right is. Alls I know is the decision's final.
Let's find the body of the guy first. I don't think where's the optional thing? Optional. Reprogram. Okay. Oh, he's in here. Play over here? There was. Shinsuke's body. Hello. What gun is this? Light machine gun. Okay, I have this key card now. Let's see if I remember how to get out of here. What's this way? Ow. Ow. My leg. Okay. Here's the logic door. So a bunch of stuff. There. Now. Now for the big choice.
Once we do this, there's no going back.
I know. I already have an existential crisis on who I should
Hey, mister?
murder.
Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do?
I wouldn't mind hearing your opinion.
I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished.
I know. The deserters are community. I can't destroy what they've built.
Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Do you really want to be party to that kind of hatred? Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive. I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got a point. Unless those deserters come back, Edgewater's as good as dead. Cutting off their power might be the only way.
No! It made it harder. I don't want to disappoint you too. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. I felt like I had to say something. I mean, wow. Thanks. No one's ever told me those words in that order.
No. If I had my camera on, you'd see me in a huge moral dilemma right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Is there a way I don't have to do this? And just like, I don't know, find a power core from somewhere else? Ugh. Oh my god. I really wanted to do this one. But the light, they made their choice. These workers are just workers. They don't have a say. They don't have... They didn't choose to leave what the others did. I mean, they chose to leave for a good reason. But... oh my gosh. Man. This sucks. Do I go corporate or against the company? I'm like reading what happens on each choice. If I can get them to join back. I fight. Oh, fuck.
I think you did the rightest thing you could sending the power back to Edgewater. A lot of people would have suffered otherwise. People I care for, even if they ain't care much for me.
That sucked. Man. Is every choice in this game gonna suck like this? Maybe I can, like, I don't... get Adelaide to be in charge? Oh, the machine. Hammer. Light machine gun. I could open this up now. Yeah, might as well. Just on defense. I don't know the point of doing that. I guess I'll leave that way. And that sucked, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, let's get a little screenshot real quick. It's just so much shit. Hopefully they don't like try and murder me. Here they all are. Oh.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Food's bound to spoil at this rate.
I know, I'm trying to think.
In here. She'll be in here.
That's the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. This is all you're doing. Cutting off my power, killing off my garden. Without refrigeration, my food will spoil, and my flock will starve.
I know.
I want to ask you this in private, away from the eyes of my flock, so they do not see me lose my temper. Tell me, why did you do it?
None of these are like an option I want to give. He needs his people back.
You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over, and the only thing left to do is go back to Edgewater. This is now your responsibility. And you tell Reed Thompson that I will never return to Edgewater. I would rather die among my flowers than live under his management.
I'm willing to deal with Reed for you.
You offering to cross Reed off, huh? This some sort of twisted reparation for
No.
what you've done? Or are you just looking for a chance to sow some chaos? Kill Reed if you must, or talk him into leaving if you can. He and I are not sharing the same four walls together.
Not gonna leave his post. I'll need some help to convince him.
Tell Reed that I can make his people healthy again. I can end their plague. Start a new garden right in the cannery. 3 square meals for every man and woman in Edgewater. Tell him how I've made the Vale bloom again. The soil has whispered its secrets to me, and I alone know how to breathe life back into the earth. The secret is human corpses. I've been grinding them up in my fertilizer for years. Marauder, worker, don't matter much to me. The human body is rich with nutrients.
You'll think they'll convince Reed to step down?
I have got a means to cure the plague, and I will not share that cure until Reed leaves town. Those are my terms.
Where did all this anger come from?
My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment. Said the medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and left. That's as much of the story as you need to hear.
Enough talk.
Where are we headed?
Let's remove Reed. I would want to convince Reed to leave first. Up in his office. What little shit he is. What do y'all say?
And your rations yet?
Nope.
Yep.
This little fucker up here. Yeah. She's gonna say some shit, isn't she?
This is a fine day, friend. Power flows through our town like a cool stream of water. I trust Adelaide's people have seen their way to reason. So, when can I expect them back at their posts?
I want to talk to you about
Go
something.
ahead.
Have you looked around your town lately?
It is my job to keep two eyes on my town. I am the steward of this place, and this is my watch post.
Your town has fallen to pieces.
I wish you wouldn't say things like that.
You disagree?
Yes, as a matter of fact. When I stand at my window and look out over my town, here's what I see. I see decent, loyal, hard-working people. I see a family. We are all part of the Spacer's Choice family. We are all doing what we were brought into this world
you,
to
though?
do.
How long have you worked here?
I'm trying to remember 25 years, 26. When you get to my age, the years just rush by.
I mean, I feel that.
You stop counting altogether. I remember looking out this window and seeing the veils spread out from horizon to horizon. We were a sprawling town. We were booming. Times change, people change, but the veil will always be here. Spacer's Choice will always be here. Our work won't ever end. I take comfort in that.
Let me ask you something else.
Go ahead.
We need to have a word about this plague.
Can we not? Talking about unpleasant things always gets my bile up.
How long has it been going on?
That I cannot say. There was no moment when the plagues began. Disease always lurks on the fringes of society,
Probably 'cause you're
waiting
shit
to
food.
infect the idle and the
Because
lethargic.
you're not even putting salt
But
in
in the
it.
last 10 years, the plagues have become progressively worse and increasingly frequent. Corporate doesn't like us using the word should. It encourages the imagination. I believe plague is a test. It is a test of our loyalty and our fortitude. And it is one we will see through to the end.
You must have some sort of...
Show up to work, put in your hours, wear
That's
a
not a
smile.
treatment plan.
Problems of the body come from problems of the spirit. Work improves the
No,
spirit.
it doesn't.
And fortifies the body.
No, it's all a lie. You know what else fortifies?
And where do you suggest we find this magical panacea? Can we pan for medicine in the stream? Medicine is a rare and precious commodity. If you demonstrate you have earned the right to be treated, you will be treated. Otherwise, you must heal yourself.
You withhold medicine from your own workers.
If I had enough medicine to treat everyone who fell sick, I would, but I don't. I can't save everyone.
You can't save
So
anyone.
I have to choose.
You let Adelaide's son die.
Adelaide's son was barely competent. I treat him with our medical rations, and it looks like I'm playing favorites. Now, I will not pretend to understand the suffering Adelaide must have felt on account of losing her child, but she is not the only one to have felt such suffering.
But she could be the last.
I wish she had stayed with us. Adelaide left us when we needed her most. Go ahead.
You seem pretty fixed on bringing
Adelaide
back.
was our only flavor specialist. We are a Saltuna canning institution. Saltuna without flavor is like a cysty pig without tumors.
Cysty pig
borderline
without tumors?
inedible.
Don't you eat anything other than salted?
Were it up to me, friend, I'd stack our larders with Saltuna galore. No other brand of Saltuna adds as much vim or vigor to the body's humors. But, and this is something we must keep between the two of us, Saltuna is hard to come by, what with being a species indigenous to the seas of another world.
So what are you canning here?
Oh, we've scavenged together some organic material from the surrounding environs. Mostly organic, mostly local mushrooms.
What the fuck?
Some of which possess a texture akin to a well-boiled slab of Saltuna. The difference is
That's
all
why
but
you're getting
impossible
sick.
to detect to any but the prissiest of palate. Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. Adelaide and her folk loathed the people of Edgewater, you see. I admit the fault was mine. I'm about as diplomatic as a bristling canid.
It's all your fault,
I just
bro.
hope Adelaide and her folk will see their way past my flaws and return to town.
It's an ugly place to live. Of course, people are looking to walk away.
Nature is uglier.
No, it's not.
There is safety here. Safety and purpose.
No.
But not all of us see that, and I cannot force that vision upon them. Yes, we have lost good workers to desertion. We have lost even more to plague, but it is why we must square our shoulders and carry on.
Do I have to convince them to come home first?
Losing Adelaide was the hardest. She was our only flavor specialist. When she walked away, I knew we were in trouble. Spacer's Choice Saltuna is renowned across the system for its quality flavors and additives.
Additives.
We used to sell citrus-flavored Saltuna in our hay.
What?
Ever since Adelaide left,
Gross.
we have been reduced to selling unflavored and spearmint. Go ahead. That you are not one of us may work to your advantage. I admit Scripture tells us, yes.
I guess I have to convince them to come back first. I don't see dialogues like convince him.
I appreciate what you've done for
Okay. She won't come back as long as you're here.
Then we are at an impasse. Stewardship over this town has been entrusted to me by Spacer's Choice. I am not perfect. I have made my share of mistakes, but I have done my best for this town.
This town's terrified of the plague. Anthony asked me to still spectrum as
I am not without compassion for Abernathy's predicament, but the plague has taken a hard toll on us all. I am a Spacer's Choice man.
Your father
My father was a Spacer's Choice man. Edgewater may not look like much to some buttoned-up freelancer, but it is my home.
kill him. Alad's people aren't getting safe with the plague.
I don't believe you. Plague's a reality of life. Best treatment is a good word.
If I can convince him to leave and not have to fight him, it'd be nice. Doesn't eat anything but salt tuna or an actual vegetable.
The very notion is just grotesque. A raw vegetable? Why don't you just ask me to go chew the bark off of a tree? We are a Spacer's Choice salt tuna cannery. We eat salt tuna here.
It's not
and
even real
only
salt tuna. You need the garden.
I don't understand. You say Adelaide's growing her own food, but that should not be possible.
It is possible, bro.
The soil's gone sour. Company said as much. Our own botanists couldn't grow decent crops for us, so the company got rid of them and shut down the greenhouse.
Almost found a way to grow the soil, to grow food. She'll come back if you step down.
You'll excuse me for being skeptical. How exactly is Adelaide growing crops in barren soil?
She's growing her... really, I'll lie.
If Adelaide's found a way to feed her people and cure the plague, then she deserves this office more than I do. I won't stand in her way. My life here is ended. Give me a little time to settle my affairs. I'm sure Adelaide will be glad to see the back of me.
What are your plans?
A couple months ago, I might have put in for a transfer. It's a big colony. Spacer's Choice has other towns. Now, I couldn't show my face in any of them.
Why not?
No such thing as an honorable resignation. Suppose I could find a place outside the walls, or put in for early retirement.
You don't last a day outside this wall.
I don't know. I could see myself lasting a week.
No. Take care. Yeah, fucker.
Something you need?
Thought she'd have some stuff to say about it. What's that green? Vendor? Oh, for the vending machine. Back to the lab! Alright. Well, I convinced them all to go back because the dude's gone.
Look at that. The snake's come back. I never thought I'd see the day that Reed Thompson abandoned his post. Suppose we all have a breaking point. Suppose it's time our flock made our way back to Edgewater. We must tend to what remains of the town and carry on with our lives as best we may. You're vexing to me, you know? Injuring us with one hand, helping us with the other. Here, I'm giving you something to leave us be. It's a ransom, you understand, not a reward.
Edgewater's better off if you're running the place.
You telling me you did all this just to put me in charge of Edgewater? Stranger, you are some kind of twisted. I might turn that old cannery into a garden. Got ourselves a whole cemetery bursting with bodies. I need some time to gather my personals. Long walk back to Edgewater. Got a considerable burden to carry.
You do. Take care. Because she wants me to leave.
That was a good thing you did, Captain. Helping to bring the deserters and Edgewater folks back together. I hope you rest well on that.
Yeah, let's talk to these guys, see what they say.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what to do is all. Whoa,
Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
This is funny.
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
I seen you wandering around here. You don't look like you're coming from town. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see.
What's been chewing at you?
Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair.
Oh, interesting. Give you a couple pointers.
I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see. I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's Guide to Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads, I could teach myself the ins and outs.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. Should find another one back in town. If you could find me even one of those pads,
Yeah, I'm
I'd
probably
be
not,
greatly
bro.
obliged.
I might. I don't know. I know where the third is.
I wish I knew. I wagered the town had the full set once upon a time. Where the third's gone, I can't say.
I don't find anything.
Would you?
Yep. Goodbye. Moving back.
Adelaide said that? Was she sober at the time? I never... Something must have changed in Edgewater. Adelaide...
Alright. Well. That is going to be it for this episode, everybody. Well, I guess I can do this real quick here. Get this up to 20, this to 20, and I don't really care much about the melee. So now I'll get my stealth and up a little bit, and throw one more into ranged. Yes. I can now give companions to attack and use abilities. Cool. Perks. More XP for companion kills. Damage per flaw. I don't have any flaws yet, I don't think. Ammo stock from vendors. Nice. And carry more. Cheetah. I think I'm gonna do the XP. I mean, the more XP you get, the more you level up. The more you level up, the more perks you get. So that seems like a good deal. Alright, well, thank you so much for joining me on this amazing, crazy moral dilemma of a game. Please subscribe and like below if you have enjoyed this content. And I will see you next time. Have a good day.